Hello! In this video, we will be demonstrating how to use Kronos, the electronic time card system for Dartmouth College employees. You will receive an email from Kronos that contains a link to the login page after you have been hired for an hourly paid position. After entering this URL, you will be redirected to the standard Dartmouth single sign-on page. Enter your net ID and password as normal and press Enter. Once you've logged into Kronos, you will see a large table with the label My Time Card at the top of the workspace. This is where you will record your shifts at work. To record the beginning of a work shift, click on the In field for the correct date and type in the time at which you started your shift. To record the end of your shift, please enter the time you left work in the corresponding Out field. To record multiple shifts for a given date, click the plus button to the left of the date for which you would like to record time. This will generate a new row for the date that you clicked on. Kronos uses military time. Thus, entering 1 o'clock corresponds to 1 a.m. To enter time worked in the afternoon or evening, you may either enter the time as you normally would with the letter P at the end of the entry, or you may use the military form of time. In this format, 5 o'clock p.m. would be entered as 1700. After you've entered your time in the In or Out field, Kronos will change it to the appropriate AM or PM value. After you enter data for a shift, make sure you always save your time card by clicking the Save button in the upper right corner of the time card. The button will be bright orange if you have not saved your data. If you would like to delete all the data in a particular row, click on the X button on the left end of the row in question. To record benefit time or paid time away from work, click on the pay code box for the appropriate date. Then choose the relevant pay code from the drop-down menu. If you are unsure of what pay code to use, you can either ask your supervisor or you can consult the online Dartmouth College web entry manual. Next, enter the appropriate amount of time in hours for the pay code that you just selected. Notice that both the pay code box and the amount box for the date you selected are now filled with the data that you just entered. Again, make sure you save your time card after making any changes. To view your vacation and personal time balances, click on the horizontal splitter bar near the bottom of the time card to expand the lower section of your screen. Click on Accruals to review the balances available for your use. Note, the balance shown correlates to the date you have selected on your time card. To view the final balance of your accrued time, be sure that you have selected the last day of the current pay period. You can click on the horizontal splitter bar icon again to minimize the lower section of your screen, or you can drag the line to show as much or as little of the lower section as you like. All employees are expected to record the time they work each time that they work. Do not preload shifts, even if you have a defined work schedule. Things do change, and it's best to record as you go to avoid mistakes that would require an involved correction process. Employers receive reports of time worked after a given pay period ends. You will be contacted if corrections need to be made to your time card after the pay period has ended, but you will only have through Monday morning to make the necessary adjustments. If the changes happen after Monday morning, your upcoming paycheck will be affected. Remember, an employee must not falsify or incorrectly report the time worked. These actions are grounds for corrective action, up to and including termination and possible legal prosecution. To log out of Kronos, be sure that you sign out and then close your browser. This is particularly important if you are using a shared computer. If you do not sign out and quit the browser, it is possible that your login information could be used by someone else trying to enter their own time in Kronos. Congratulations! You are now ready to start using Kronos electronic time cards. If you encounter any difficulties, please use the resources listed on the screen. Thanks for watching.